Hello, Vancouver. I'm Mayor McEnerny-Ogle, and today is Thursday, April 29th. Thank you to 7-Star and Sarah Hafer, our American Sign Language interpreters today. I'm excited to share that COVID-19 immunity is steadily increasing across our region. As of yesterday, about 24% of Clark County residents were completely vaccinated, and about 35% have received at least one dose. While increased vaccination rates are making great progress, a large portion of our community is not yet protected. And unfortunately, increases in COVID cases each week are evidence that we are not out of the woods yet. Case numbers are increasing across all age groups, but the biggest increase is occurring in young adults, 20 to 49 years old. The smallest increase is among people 65 years and older who have the highest COVID-19 immunization rates in the county. Remain in phase 3 of the state's reopening plan. The county needs to meet at least one of two metrics: a rate of fewer than 200 cases per 100,000 people over a 2-week period, or a rate of fewer than 5 new hospital admissions per 100,000 people over 7 days. Clark County's COVID-19 activity rate this week is 198 cases per 100,000. This is up from 147 cases last week. In the last 7 days, our hospital admission rate was 3.2 per 100,000 people. While we are very close to exceeding the state's requirements for case rates, our hospital admission averages are still averaging below the state's requirements to remain in phase 3. The state's next review of county metrics is on Monday, May 3rd. Any phase changes going into effect Friday, May 7th. I urge you today to please keep doing your part to slow the spread of this virus, not only to prevent a rollback in restrictions on local businesses and activities, but more importantly, to save lives. Limit your time spent gathering with other households. Avoid crowds. Keep practicing the 3 W's. Wash your hands, wear a mask, and watch your physical distance. However, if you've been fully vaccinated, the Centers for Disease Control have recently announced that you can resume many activities that you stopped doing during the pandemic. This week, the CDC unveiled new guidelines for activities, including small outdoor gatherings without the need to wear a mask and visiting with other fully vaccinated people indoors without wearing masks or physical distancing. The updated guidance underscores that immunocompromised people still need to consult their healthcare provider about these recommendations, and even if you're fully vaccinated. The comprehensive CDC guidance for fully vaccinated people is available on the CDC's website. And of course, if you haven't yet been vaccinated, now is the time. Vaccines are now widely available across the region at medical offices, pharmacies, and community vaccination sites. Drive-through and walk-up vaccination site at Tower Mall in central Vancouver continues to provide first and second dose vaccinations by appointment. And to help make access to the vaccine easier for everyone, drop-in vaccinations are now available at Tower Mall during all operating hours. Priority will be given to people who have an appointment, but vaccines will be available to everyone 16 and over who visit the site without an appointment on a first-come, first-served basis. Tower Mall vaccination site is open from 8:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. Friday, Saturday, Monday, and Tuesday. It's closed from noon to 1 each day, so please plan your drop-in visit accordingly. And plans are also underway to add some evening hours at this vaccination site, so please stay tuned for details to be announced soon. Appointments are still preferred whenever possible and will reduce your time at the vaccination site. If you do not have internet access or need help scheduling an appointment at Tower Mall, you can also call Public Health for scheduling assistance. Residents without access to reliable transportation, C-Tran has several public transit options to help you get to your appointment. Visit the link on the screen to find bus route options for Tower Mall, Clark County Fairgrounds, and several medical facilities in Vancouver. If you are homebound and unable to travel to a vaccine appointment, please complete a secure online form on the state's Department of Health's website. Your answers will help public health officials connect you to the available local and mobile vaccine teams. And while testing continues to be an important tool in our fight against COVID-19, City, Clark County Public Health, and our partners have made the decision to close the Tower Mall community testing site at the end of the day tomorrow in order to expand vaccination efforts at the site. Tower Mall community testing program has been a key tool in our city's pandemic response, providing more than 10,000 free tests since it opened in January. Proud of the excellent and compassionate service that our city employees have provided to people seeking the COVID-19 testing. The testing site closure decision also comes alongside increased availability of free tests in our community in recent months. You can access a test through your healthcare provider or find local free testing options with or without insurance at numerous pharmacies throughout the county on Public Health's website or by calling the Public Health. Remember, if you're experiencing COVID-19 symptoms, get tested right away. And if you're in close contact with someone who tests positive, please stay home for 14 days to make sure you do not infect others. Now a word to our local businesses. Assistance for those impacted by the pandemic continues to expand. Washington restaurants, food trucks, and caterers can soon apply for funding support through the Small Business Association's new Restaurant Relief Fund. Over $600 million in funding will be available in Washington. Vancouver businesses can begin registering their application accounts tomorrow, April 30th. Applications for funding will open this Monday, May 3rd. So learn more and register at the link on the screen. Before I conclude today's update, I also want to take a moment to acknowledge that the pandemic has taken all of us on an emotional roller coaster ride. Pandemic fatigue and anxiety are very real for many people. If you're feeling anxious, depressed, stressed, angry, or struggling to focus, you're not alone. It's important to keep an eye out for your friends and family members who may need help and encourage them to get it. If you're experiencing stress or sadness, you can reach out to Washington Listens for free, anonymous support and guidance over the phone. Thank you for continuing to stay informed on local efforts to combat the pandemic. And together, we can help determine how soon we can spend more time with our friends and family without putting lives at risk. Until we can get more people vaccinated, please continue to mask up, maintain physical distancing, and avoid large crowds. Stay well, Vancouver.